talking about the Russia-Ukraine tensions, the UK Storm Eunice, the China Beijing Olympics, and Uganda new rules. The country of the week is Burkina Faso, and Koshab was the first to guess it. Congratulations. The extra fun segment is all about the Industrial Revolution in a poem, and in the Spiritual Career segment we are interviewing Peter and Susanne Scheufler, two very interesting people with amazing stories and travels. I really hope you enjoy, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment below. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we would really appreciate it if you could support us. Thank you. Russia has not placed this many troops in Europe since World War II. Russia has denied all plans to invade Ukraine, but Ukraine and its allies are saying that Russia will find an excuse to invade. The world leaders have had a meeting in Munich, Germany, to discuss security measures, and Russia has not attended for the first time since 1999. Russia has been accusing the West of stoking hysteria. Uganda has made a rule to jail those who are killing the endangered national bird. They have also said that a fine of 20 billion Ugandan shillings, or $5.7 million, will be fined. This Ugandan national bird, the crested crane, is endangered. There are now around 8,000 left, when there were 35,000 in 1989. It's very special to Uganda, and it's also in the national flag. China's freestyle skiing champion Aileen Gu won her second gold medal in the Beijing Olympics. She's only 18 years old, and she's the first freestyle skier to win 3 medals in one Olympic Games. Kamila Valieva, a Russian skater, failed to take a doping test before the Olympics, and although she can still compete, the investigation will continue and she may not be able to get medals. Around 200,000 homes in England do not have power because of the Storm Eunice. Many transport systems have also been affected, and there have been flight cancellations, school closures, and work from home. One person has died in Ireland, and many people have been injured in the UK. There was a wind speed of 122 miles per hour on the Isle of Wight, which is a record in England. Hi everybody, this week for the 50th Spiritual Career segment we are interviewing Peter and Susanne Scheufler, two very interesting German people who are now living in Mauritius. They have an amazing story and they have traveled to a lot of places. I really hope you enjoy.
Yeah, my name is Peter Scheufler. I was born in 1958 in Germany, nearby Stuttgart, where they built the Mercedes and the Porsche. Very nice city in the south center of Germany. And I studied physics after school. And from there on, I started my life as a career and some interesting parts of the life.
And what about you, Susanne?
Yeah, I'm Susanne Scheufler. I was born 1961 in Germany too, in the northern part. So that's in Hanover. That's more north of the area where Peter lived, much more north. And after school I studied economy, and then I worked for several companies, and then I also developed kind of enthusiasm for IT. So I switched to IT business, and I worked for several bigger companies still in Hanover. And then later I moved to Stuttgart.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. And can you both tell us what you do in your professional lives, or what you used to do?
Yeah, I started after university. I started my career. I'm studying physics. Means you can do virtually everything a little bit, but you have to concentrate on special topics. But it's very easy to learn if you studied physics, because you have a good base to study new things. And I founded a company doing monitoring and automation of huge data centers. Every big company which huge data centers had a task to control the data centers, all the computers, and it was done in the beginning. Lots of people looking at monitors, at screens, and watching the system that everything works smoothly. And our system did that with software. It was a lot of hardware, a lot of software, and doing all the monitoring that the data centers are running smoothly. And if there is some malfunction or some problems coming up or developing, our system indicates it, and doing alert systems, and the customers had a chance to log in our system, see all the information, and was able to work on the problems, and even from home with remote access. And we developed the system quite early, and our biggest competitor was IBM, but we did well because it was very specialized. And as a small company, it was much better to offer individual solutions to our customers. And that is, we developed it. I started it from scratch and developed it. And I sold the company in 2006, worked until 2009. We had 50 employees at that time. And it was very interesting time for me, developing the system and meeting so many customers all over the world, and was challenging and hardworking, but it was big fun. And I started my profession from a hobby. I was always keen to do this kind of control, and I loved it to work with it.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, and Susanne was one of my customers. And and as we met, and then we came together, and she was working for our company as well until 2009, as we after selling the company, as we quit. And then began a second part of the life, traveling the world, doing lots of photography, visiting all over Africa, Asia, Antarctica, India. So many places in the world. That was really good to see other things, and doing wildlife photography. It was very satisfying, and publishing books or in calendars, and that was also very nice. And the last 5 years, we built a sophisticated house in Mauritius, also a challenge. 2 years of planning, and 3 years, more than 3 years of realization, and still a bit of snagging at the moment. And that is in short words what we did. Yeah,
Yeah.
Susanne was my partner the last more than 20 years now, and we enjoying doing everything together.
Wow,
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you.
And what do you like most about what you do now?
What we are doing now, we do so many things. Building was very exciting and exhausting, especially building here in Mauritius. To try to build a technical house, did not realize that is so difficult, because there's not always the skill we would have needed to build a very technical house. But we had to do a lot of things by our own, and all the coaching, and kept us busy all the years.
Wow.
Right. What we like most here when we started the building, the challenge was that we also, because we come from the automation from Peter's company, and we tried also to do a lot of home automation here in our house. And that was also, it was a big challenge, but we are still busy with that. So because home automation, if you start it never stops. You can start something, but then you always find some more or have some more interesting ideas and try to realize them. So that's one of the big challenges for this building here, what we did. So
but then the circle has closed. I started this kind of work from a hobby, doing monitoring and automation of things and controlling things. And I did it the professional life in data centers, and now we are doing it in our house. And the circle has been completed, kind of.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And you said that you traveled a lot. Can you tell us more about your experiences?
Traveling, we did a lot of travels. Started in Africa, Southern Africa. And it was 2005. We started with a motorbike tour throughout Namibia, and we met very interesting people up to the north in Namibia, the Himbas, living in a very natural way, and it was totally new experience. And coming from a higher developed country, and you see different people living differently, being happy with very little what they had in life, and that was amazing to see from our different kind of living, very technical, very stressed, always working, and little time slots, and filled every time. And then you see other people living in harmony with nature and having time and being happy. And that was a totally new experience for us, and seeing different tribes, different kind of people, and they have totally different kind of problems in life and challenges in life. And this is interesting to see more people all over the world and learn from them, and opens your mind, opens your heart, and we love that. And also with nature, still doing a lot of nature photography, living in the wild, and enjoying the sound of nature and the animals and behavior of animals, and that is really interesting.
Wow, that's amazing. And finally, what is your advice to kids?
Yeah, my experience is if you want to be successful in life, in business, I identified the 3 ingredients. You have to be good, you have to work hard, and you have to be lucky. And if one of these ingredients is missing, it becomes a bit difficult. And to be good, do something what you love, what you like, what is your passion. If you're passionate about it, it's easy to work hard, and you are good at it because it's your passion. and don't do things in your professional life which you don't like. It's hard to become successful because it's not coming from your heart, and that is my advice. Look what are your options in life, and do what you love, what you're good in, what you're passionate in, and then if you're good and you work hard and you're a bit of lucky, yeah, then you will be successful. And that is, I can tell from my experience as an old man.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Both of you, thank you so much for the time and the insights that you gave today. It was amazing.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and this project it's very interesting, and we love how you do that, and big compliments, and we wish you to meet a lot of interesting people and learn from them and learn for life.
Yeah, continue like that.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Le Burkina Faso est un pays d'Afrique d'Ouest. Sa capitale est Ouagadougou et sa population est de 21 millions d'habitants. Le Burkina Faso a 60 ethnicités différentes et chacun a un type de musique différent. Le principal producteur de Burkina Faso est l'or et puis le coton. C'est le plus grand producteur de coton en Afrique. L'étalon blanc est le symbole national de Burkina Faso. Le Burkina Faso a le grand mosquée. C'était bâti en 1893 et c'est un type d'architecture de terre. Le pic de Sindou est l'une des formations géologiques spéciales en Burkina Faso. C'était construit naturellement avec de différents sédiments. The Revolting Revolution.
Poem by Anya Bhatt. I'm feeling so sick and so very tired, but don't tell my boss or I'll be fired.
I've got myself a shilling less than my usual 4. Do I really deserve this? I'm already so poor.
My stomach's hurting badly. That porridge ain't enough. I've got no home to stay in and life's already tough.
I've seen so many lose their lives after starting work at 5. No one cares about me or if I'm even alive.
Well, after I got kicked out of home, I was a chimney sweep, but I realized that it wasn't the job that I wanted to keep.
I don't recall how I got out, but I sure was pretty good. After all, it was one of the worst times of my childhood.
Now I'm in a factory, working hard all day, just to realize at the end there really is no pay.
I suffocate in the factory and fresh air is a treat. And don't you think that us, children, should get a seat?
We stand all day and work all day but we never get to eat. And don't forget our bosses who are not at all sweet.
I wish I was with my family or I could remember them at all. I think the last time I saw them was when I had learned to crawl.
So I guess to me this revolution is more of a revolt. But don't blame me or the other kids, it really isn't our fault.